spots that he left and all that.
So tell me what he did. You had sent him out there to do the painting for you, correct?
Yeah, I sent him. I done the top portion of the
Okay.
house painting, and he done that lower portion.
Okay. But he did a shitty job.
Yeah, it was a crappy job. I mean, he left paint on the baseboards, and he didn't paint none of the doors.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I noticed that when I was over there, and I didn't know that you had outsourced it, but Michael, it's okay. I mean,
I didn't outsource it. He was a friend of mine helping me out.
Okay,
But
I understand.
He didn't, follow through. He
Yeah.
got mad at me because I was taking too long to paint the master bedroom, and he threw his tools down, and away he went out the door.
Okay. Well, a lot of it is just, you live and learn with these guys. Not all of them are the easiest guys to handle, but you have to cultivate them, you have to nurture them, and then you also have to whip them. So, but more than anything, you really have to watch them. You have to monitor the living hell out of them. And if the guy tells you, hey, the job is done, you could just go over there and you got to check them. You never, ever, ever want to pay them before the job is complete.
Yeah, I learned that. I learned that the hard way.
It's okay. This is how we learn.
I paid him before I looked at his work.
Exactly. Because what you'll find, and mind you, I've been doing this for 20 years, is that guys will, number one, they'll go, they'll spend more money than they're bringing in. You pay them and they go out and they buy their 24 pack of beer and they drink it all up and they didn't get any fucking work done, and then they call you and they say, hey, I need you to pay me. I'm done with everything. And they start bugging you so much that you just write them a check because you want to believe that they're done. But unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, they're not done. So you really have to, it teaches you to be very tough. You have to be very tough with these guys.
Well, now you know why I work by myself. I don't have to look at. I don't have to pay somebody. I don't have to be checking behind them.
Correct, and I completely understand that. My goal is to be able to send you as much work as I possibly can, and if you want to do the jobs by yourself, by all means. But eventually, if you want to have 1 or 2 guys that can do the jobs for you, and you can just oversee them, I'm happy with that as well. My goal right now is to cultivate you and to kind of nurture you and show you exactly what we're looking for when we go and we fix these things up, so that you're like, hey, that's an easy job. I'll go take it, and you go knock it out. And maybe you do 3, 4, 5, 6 of these things on your own, and then afterwards you train one guy. But again, it's up to you. I don't really care how you do it.
I prefer to work by myself.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, that's awesome. Well, again, we really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to building up a good relationship with you and sending you a lot more jobs in the future.
All right.
Cool. Well, keep me posted if you got any more questions on how we utilize that little Rust-Oleum trick on the switch plates or whatever, or anything else you need. Just give me a buzz or text me.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Michael. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. So the reason why I wanted to record that is this is a gentleman that I just started. I've known him for a long time. He actually rents a property from me. And I've had him as a tenant for probably 2 or 3 years. Typically, I do not work with any of my tenants, but seems like a pretty nice guy, and he needed some money, so I gave him a shot at fixing up one of our group homes. And so I sent him over to the property, and he is in the process of learning exactly what we want, which you guys all know what we want and what we do to each property in the gold course. We've got it all standardized, so you're going to have your hacienda tile, you're going to have your white walls, you're going to have, we do the exact same thing on every single one. So anyways, but one of the lessons that we try to teach everybody, whether they are our consulting clients or the folks that are gold course members, is building up your network of individuals that you can utilize as third-party contractors. You do not want employees to do make-readies on whether they're your rooms or whether they are new group homes that you are getting up and running. When you do have turnover in your rooms, you're going to have to paint them. And that's why you want it to be a standardized process. And you want to have people like the guy that you just heard me talking to that you can call up and you can send over to the property to get everything done for a set price. So you need to have a little checklist like we have in the Gold Course, so you know 75 cents per square foot to lay the tile. That's going to be your labor costs. You need to know exactly how much your VersaBond is going to cost, exactly how much your mortar is going to cost, and of course exactly how much your flooring is going to cost, which will be anywhere from 55 to 65 cents a square foot. But this is the pragmatic approach of working with your contractors. So number one, you need to cultivate them, you need to nurture them, and then you need to teach them. And it takes a while. But if you do this and you follow the methodology that we teach in the Gold Course, you'll have a handful of these guys. And really all you need to manage, 30 or 40 group homes is probably about 5 or 6 guys. And you can have one house manager, really that's obviously going to oversee your 10 people or so that are living there, and that person can watch the contractor. So hopefully this is a good little message for you guys and you learned a little bit. And if you've got any questions, make sure to call Brandon or myself or send us an email. Ask us for a free one-on-one consulting session, and we want to make you successful and get you up and going as quickly as we can. Signing off.